welcome to my home studio. My name is Shayla Maria, and I am a cosmetologist. And this is my very first Get Ready With Me video. So come get ready with me. I will be just doing my hair. I'm just getting ready to record in my with my mannequin to do some online education. So right now I will be using my curling iron to curl the rest of my hair. So come along with me so you can see how I do my hair and also get to know me a little bit. And again, my name is Sheila Maria, and I am the heart of a hairstylist. All right, so I will be showing you how I blow dry my hair. The hair right now looks pretty dry. It's about 95% dry, and that's because I usually like to blow dry it like this. I like to wash my hair first, let it air dry, and then I go in and damp it a little bit with a little mixture of a water and leave-in conditioner, and then I go in and blow dry it. I don't like to blow dry it dripping wet. But if you like to do that, that's up to you. It's whatever you like, but that's just what I like to do with my hair. And usually with my clients too. I like to pre-dry it first. So right now I'm just putting it up using my scrunchie to put it up and just parting it right above my ears. I like to do both sides at the same time. I don't like to do the left first or the right. I like to do them balanced. And I just grab my blow dryer and I just start blow drying from the very top. And one of my very own technique that I like to use with all of my blow dries is that I split my hair in 3 sections. You see how I'm blow drying the root first, and then I'm going down the middle, then I go back to the root, but I mainly get the root first, and then I go down, but I split it in 3 ways. So right now I'm in the end, and I'm doing it myself, so I'm not too strict with it. But when I do blow dry my clients, I keep the concentration on the roots, and then I move to the mids, and then I move to the ends. So see, right now I'm moving to the mids, and I'm still drying the ends a little bit, but I'm not really focusing on the ends too much. But so here I'm gonna do it again. Root, focus on the root, get that pretty straight and dry, put tension, and then see how I keep focusing on the root. That's pretty much the area that's like mostly curly for me, so I stay there a while. I give it more emphasis there, and then I move to the end, to the middle, and then the ends. See, I'm doing the middle side again, and then I focus on the ends. And then I go grab all of the hair again, all together, go in the root again, go in the middle, and then the ends. This is just how I do it to myself. I'm telling you here, do not turn off the blow dryer in between. Don't turn it off at all, because you want to keep that same heat going, the same consistent heat on the hair dryer going throughout the whole head. Also, it keeps your blow dryer longer. Like, it keeps the life of your blow dryer longer. Like, if you keep turning on and off, your blow dryer has to go ahead and warm up all the way from cold to hot. So you're constantly on and off. That kind of ruins the motor of the blow dryer. So you want to keep the blow dryer running the whole time. And that's how I do it. But I've been doing hair for a long time right now, so I can blow dry my hair in 16 minutes. But if you do have longer hair and you do take longer time and you don't feel comfortable leaving your blow dryer on, or let's say that you're blow drying in your bathroom, I wouldn't recommend leaving your blow dryer on because it just like heats up the whole place. But keep that in mind, that if you are constantly with each section turning it on and off, you are going to mess up the life expectancy or the motor of your blow dryer. So try to keep that blow dryer on as much as you can. You see how I put it down, but when I put it down, it's on. I don't turn it off. And also it gives me like a sense of urgency knowing that my blow dryer is on, so I have to like hurry up, I can't just like think about it. um so it also helps with the speed, just because you know your blow dryer is on. So um keep that thing on. So yeah, so you see me now just focusing on the ends. Very important that you hit those ends very well too. Like for me, it's the roots and also the ends that I really have to emphasize in. And I'm not, like I said, the hair is already pretty dry, and my hair is pretty easy to straight anyways. So I'm just stretching the curl out with my blow dryer. That's pretty much what I'm doing. It is at maximum heat. And yeah, right after this, I'm gonna show you how I curl it. But right now, I'm just blow drying my hair, getting rid of all the curl. That's really pretty much my focus right now. And one thing about blow drying your hair, that a lot of people think blow drying hair is about getting it dry, and yeah, you have to get your hair dry for sure, but it's about smoothing your hair. So when you blow dry your hair, if you think of, okay, I'm gonna dry my hair, but I want to smooth it out, then you will know where to position your blow dryer naturally, because you want to smooth it out. So you wanna angle it downwards, not against your scalp. So you'll see that although I am a professional, it's still kind of hard for me to just position my blow dryer downwards, especially because I'm on the other side. But you see, I end up doing it. I end up positioning the blow dry, the nozzle against, just downward. And I'm not burning my scalp or anything at all. And I'm focusing on the middle. But you see how I first hit the top area close to the scalp, and then I move to the middle, and then now I'm in the ends. So you want to have those three sides, three different sections of your head, and just smooth it out. Okay, I know it's not it is about drying your hair, but okay, I can dry my hair and leave it curly. So I want to dry and smooth my hair. So I'm doing everything I can to smooth my hair. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to the section on top. And this time I'm showing you how to use the scrunchie, because I feel like most people at home have scrunchies. But if you can get a clip, I'll show you when I'm curling my hair, the alligator clips that I love. This will make your process a lot quicker as well, and less chances of tangling your hair. So now I'm going to move to the next section. And another thing that is important is the tension that you keep with your brush. So you see how I wrap my hair around the brush? You need tension. So I'm wrapping the hair and pulling the curl with tension. So it's very important the type of brush that you use and the amount of hair you grab for that section. So each section should be as big as your brush, as wide as your brush. So keep that tension in. Very, very important to keep the tension in order to remove the curl and smooth it out. Remember, we are smoothing out the hair. We're not drying it. We are drying it, of course, but smoothing it dry. Very, very, very important. So you'll see on my next section how I pull my hair a little bit. Sometimes I use my thumb to see how I'm using my fingers to kind of give it a good grip in there, and I'm just giving it tension. And then with the heat of the blow dryer, I am removing that curl. You see how I'm smoothing it? It's almost like when you're ironing your clothes, that you have to sometimes expand your shirt and take out that wrinkle from your shirt, and then you hit it with the iron. Pretty much the same thing. So you want to expand the curl, hit it with that heat, and that would help you smooth out your hair. It's very important to have tension. Very, very, very important. You don't want to grab more hair than your brush can take. That is very important. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. All right, so now I'm going to be showing you how I blow dry my bangs. You see how they, because my hair is curly, they kind of bounce up, and if I put that whole brush in there, it's just gonna bounce up even more. So remember what I told you about the tension? Here I am putting tension in my hair just to take that volume out. You see I'm applying the heat. I'm taking all of the curl out, and you see how flat it is? There you go. So now I'm just gonna curl the ends, but first you have to put the tension on the root to get rid of that curl. Very, very, very important. See, it's still bouncy, but I got rid of most of that curl, that super huge gap that usually you can't grab with the brush. I went ahead and did it with my hands. I just put a whole bunch of tension and then applied the heat from the blow dryer, and that's how I dried my roots. I didn't really need the brush to dry my roots or smooth out my roots. So if you want to go back and watch that part again, you go ahead. So right now you see how I'm putting tension in the roots again. I'm pulling it with my whole arm. And now I'm just going to go and smooth it out with the brush. So very important. Again, tension. Tension is very, very important. And I'm just going to smooth it out. Get those ends very good. You don't want to have frizzy ends or crispy ends. That freaking sucks. So you want to hit those ends very, very well, all right? And you see why it matters to have your hair almost dry at the beginning, because if my hair was dripping wet, oh my god, my arm will be falling out. Like, it's very different blow drying your own hair for a long time. The positioning of it, it hurts. Like, it just hurts. But well, look at this again. You see how I'm pulling those curls out with the tension, and I'm applying heat. I'm removing the curl with the tension and the heat. See, now there's no curls. And I'm just gonna repeat. Very middle with tension. But yeah, if my hair was dripping wet, oh my god, it would suck to do my hair myself. Can I do it on a client if the client prefers super wet? Because it does work for some people. You do need it super wet. So it is easier to do it on a client, but when you're blow drying your hair, oh my god, no, bro, you gotta let that hair air dry. Like I said, I wait for mine 95% dry, and then I damp it a little bit, and then that's it. So now I just brush all of the hair, and I grab that very part in the back just to give it volume and also to unify everything. Because remember, there was like a part down the back, so I want to delete and remove and blend all of that in the back so my hair doesn't split down the middle. So that's what I'm doing here. And there you have it. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. All right, so my hair is already blue dried, and I just want to curl it. I just want to give it some style. And the type of curls I want are very romantic, nothing, I don't want it to stay too long, but I do want it to have some hold. So I will be spraying a little bit of hairspray and then curling it. But I'm going to sleep with it. So the next day it should be almost straight too, but like not, should be like a little wave tomorrow. Okay. So I'm just going to get my hairspray. And just distribute it pretty well. That's good. Not too much. You don't want to put too much, because then if the hairspray doesn't have heat protectant, it's just gonna burn your hair. So you don't want to do that. It's just a little bit, okay? Don't go too crazy, because then you start seeing the smoke coming out. You don't want that at all. And I will be using. I have two options. I have my scrunchies, and I feel like a lot of you have these at home. Something similar to these. These are really good because these are silk scrunchies. So I love these, but you can just use whatever you have. Or if you're a hairstylist like me, I'm sure you have your alligator clips as well. You can use that too. These are way easier to use because it's just you clip, in and out. And then these you have to kind of like detang, like take them out of the bun and then go again and wrap it again. So that's just sometimes a lot of work and it takes time. But it's okay because I'm introducing myself today to everyone. So I'm going to do it the way that everyone would do it at home with the products, with the things that you will have at home, right? So I think a lot of you have these. And I don't know if you have this one at home, but if you don't, that's okay. I'll probably can link it down below. Or no, you can just watch me do it for whenever you're ready to do it next time. You know, the more you watch me do it, the easier it is for you to do it whenever you are ready and you buy yourself a curling iron. It could be this one or another one. I really love this one. So, all right. So what I just did right now is I'm gonna go down the middle and I'm gonna split my hair all the way down the middle. Right. And I am the type of person, I don't like to do one side first and the other one. No, I don't. I like to keep it balanced. That way everything sets in at the same time. Okay. So I'm going to, from my ear over here, split all of that. You should have this much hair. Right? And then up like that. Okay. And then the same thing from here. You're gonna tie it up here. All right. Awesome. Okay, so then I'm gonna start from here and I'm just gonna go vertical. I'm gonna split this in 2 sections, but vertical. And I want the same amount of hair in both sides. Okay. And I'm gonna start from the back. All right, and then, so we're gonna be curling using the curling iron, keeping it vertical at all times. All right. And then I want this side, the tongue that's coming out, I want it to be facing out. Okay, so facing me, because we're going to be turning it back. All right. So we're going to, you see the tongue, it's under and it's facing me, it's facing the outside. Keep it vertical. And then you clap, clap. And you're not gonna go all the way down. You're gonna keep that barrel vertical close to your head. Okay, you see? You see, click. Go. I'm trying to find a good word to use. This. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. Rick clapping. Yay. You see that? Click, 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 click. All right. Perfect. Click is better. All right. So remember, we're going to keep the barrel right here, close to your head, right? But this, the little tongue, see how it's out? It's facing you, it's facing the camera. We're going to turn the barrel. Just turn it. You're not clicking yet. Turn it. See? And then you click, click, and keep turning. Click, click, and turn. Click, click, and turn. Click, click, and turn. I feel like now that I'm looking at it, I think you do a half a turn. And once this is in the back, the tongue is in the back, you do 2 clicks, depending on how long your hair is. But you do 2 clicks in the back, and that way it gives you enough space to turn this to the front and click it in the front. Is that making sense? All right, so let's do it over here. So have the tongue facing out. You see? I have it in the front. Ooh. And I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to click, click in the back, you see? And then now it's in the front. And I'm going to click, click, and turn it to the back. And in the back, click, click, front. There a little bit, and let it go. All right. So my hair is pretty detangled right now, but you should be detangling your hair when you do this. So make sure everything's detangled. All right. Look, tongue is in the front. And then the reason why you're clicking is just so you can loosen up, just so you can turn the barrel around, okay? So Let's go again. It's in the back. See how it won't move? So I have to click it. So one, click, 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 click. You see, click. And then it lets me go in the front. And then I want to go to the back. So I have to click it. Click a few times so I can turn the barrel. You see? You want to click it so you can, so it moves. Just a few clickets. Clicks, clicks. Clickets. Like crickets. What? You want to stay at the base, okay? You want to stay at the base. Perfect. I'm not going to brush it out. I'm just going to let it cool there. So let it set. Now we're going to take these down. Pretty big sections. See what I'm saying? Like if let me show you another example because I have these with the hair ties. So you have to take this out and then keep it balanced, okay? But you saw how with the hair tie, how like I have to wrap it up again and all of that. But with the alligator clip, I just do this and then boom, super easy. So let's start from this side. Detangle. See how they here in the front with my index. Keep it at the base. I'm gonna click, click. Turn it around. Just keep kind of getting it loose. Click, click, click. Just a little bit. Don't open too much, okay? Click, click. You're gonna be using your index and your thumb to do the clicking, okay? And you know, I'm making it look really easy, and it really is. It just, you need practice, but also remember that I've been doing hair. I've been a licensed hairstylist for 13 years, but I have been practicing since for 18 years. So my hands are very used to this, all right? So don't get frustrated if you feel like you can't get it right away. You will. You just have to practice a little bit, okay? And a really good way to practice too is with it when it's cold. You don't want to warm it up. All you have to do is practice the wrapping and practice the clicking, okay? So once you get that, you're pretty good at the wrapping and the clicking, then turn on the heat and practice when it's hot. But I don't want you to burn your hair, okay? So that's why I suggest for you to practice, like I said, the wrapping when the curling iron is cold. Okay. And then when you're like, oh, okay, this is not that bad. Then you heat up the curling iron and then you practice with it. So I always recommend the curling iron to be at its maximum heat. I don't have blonde hair or anything, so right now it is all the way up. I think mine goes to 400. I'm not sure. It goes pretty up. It goes pretty high up. And I recommend that because you don't have to, the friction causes hair to break as well. So you don't want to put too much friction. So I much rather put the curling iron, and this includes flat irons too, at the highest temperature, highest heat. And you see how you just get it done quick. You don't have to do a lot of friction. Boom. Sometimes when it's not as hot, like I said, you have to go, it breaks it, just like having it there and like keeping it there, and then all the clicks and stuff and just keeping it there, all that friction causes breakage. So whenever you get really good at it, definitely turn the heat up. So it's going to detangle here. Tongue is facing you or the camera, all right? Or your mirror. The tongue is facing your mirror, okay? Look, I'm moving it with my index. Well, I'm showing you with my index, but now that I'm moving it, see how things change a little bit? I'm gonna use my thumb. I'm Hispanic, so if you hear an accent, it's because I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, Ponce, Puerto Rico, and I moved to Orlando, Florida when I was 15 years old. I barely knew any English when I moved here when I was 15. And I learned it in like 3 months. I wasn't, my accent was still pretty big, but I learned English in like 3 months. So, my thumb. But yeah, if you hear me with a little accent here and there, yeah, I am born and raised. My first language is Spanish. Born and raised in Ponce. So let's go to the next section. But yeah, born and raised in Ponce. I moved here when I was 15. I am currently 33 years old. I will be turning 34 in January 20. I am a cusp of Aquarius and Capricorn. So some days I wake up, I don't really follow horoscope like that. I like to, I'm familiar with it, don't get me wrong, but I don't live my life like judging people according to their horoscope. I think that is so bad. That's very like mean girl shit. I mean, it's not good to judge someone by their horoscope. Don't do that. But is it a guide? Is it like a fun thing to, get to know or whatever? Absolutely. This is just my opinion. Okay. But should you be judging people by their horoscope? No, I don't think so. I don't. But yeah, that's what I know about my horoscope, that I am half Aquarius, half Capricorn. And I can see the elements of it. I think Capricorn is an earth sign, very grounded, and Aquarius is an air sign. So very humanitarian, very like flowy. Yeah, and I can relate with both. I think there is days that I'm very grounded and very like, like I'm very disciplined. And then there's some days that I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And yeah, so that's the most I can tell you about my birthday. Yeah. So 33, I will be 34 next month in January. So if you are an Aquarius, or if you're in the cusp like me, please let me know in the comments. Tell me, please. Or if you are not an Aquarius or anything like that, but you love Aquarius people, for example, let me know in the comments too. Let's connect. Or how about, what if you hate Aquarius? What is it that you hate about Aquarius or Capricorn? Let me know in the comments too, girl. Let me know. Let's chat about it. But yeah, let me put this one down. See, I was gonna do it with a scrunchie. But look, I ended up doing it with my alligator clips because they're just that easy. It's just makes it so much easier to work with. All right, perfect. So I guess we're gonna start with this side. And go. So yeah, so I've been doing hair for 13 years, licensed for 13 years, but I have been experienced for 18 because in I went to a summer program, teenage program in Puerto Rico, and it was just to teach basic cuts and styling. So that I was 14 when I got started practicing on hair. Um, so I count that because that's when it started for me, and that's when I was taking care of people. I was um, in church doing hair and stuff, and my neighbors and school and all of that. So all of that counts as practice, but license 13 years. So yeah, if you are a teenager and you have the the passion or the skill, because I feel like this is something that a lot of people are born with. It's like a skill that you have, and it just so if you do it consistently, I feel like you can count it. I mean, I count my 18 years overall because I actually went to a school to like a summer program. Um, but if you're always doing your cousin's hair and stuff like that, and you're pretty active, girl, count that too. So, what got me into hair? Before I was doing hair, I was actually doing nails too. I was doing acrylics when I was 11 years old in Puerto Rico, believe it or not. Freaking crazy. But um, very common, honestly. There's a lot of kids that do that in Puerto Rico. But I was like 11, 12 years old doing nails. My aunt gave me like some money when she came to visit once, and I went to Sally's and I bought myself a acrylic kit, and that was it. I was doing nails um, to my friends and whatever, and charging like $5 and like getting my hustle on. So before I started hair, I was doing nails, and but what got me into all of this um, was that I lost my mother when I was 10 years old. She passed away from colon cancer, and um, she died when she was 36. And it pretty much ate her up really quick. She was like 34. I was 8 years old when she got diagnosed, and she had to leave us to go for treatment in Boston. So I had to stay behind in Puerto Rico, and she didn't make it. It was bad. So when she was 36, I was 10. She passed away, and I, you know, lost. What do you do as a kid? Um, so I lived with my dad, and I found nails and hair to keep me distracted from sadness and pain. And it was just also a way of me for me to connect with other women. I didn't have women in my life to connect with. So it was just that thing for me. And so although I love what I do, I absolutely love what I do. It does come with pain, and it's something that I go to therapy for, and um, I worked on for so many years. And so a lot of grieving process, a lot of just growing up and figuring out womanhood by myself. But I am so grateful to the beauty industry because I feel like the beauty industry has been my family. Um, every time I worked, every time I went to work, it was just like going home and visiting family. So I think a lot of people don't know that about me, that my job was also my heart, you know? Why I created this channel too, because the heart of a hairstylist. I think a lot of us hairstylists and people in the beauty industry have a story to tell, and it's part of the reason why we got here. And we listen to everyone's story when we're doing hair, but a lot of clients and even coworkers don't know our story. So mine comes with that. It was just connecting me to femininity and just growth and woman and happiness, and it's just, it kept me distracted. So I love what I do, absolutely do, and I do it with all of my heart because it just means the world to me. So yeah, I don't want to get too sad. I'm not sad. I don't want to get you all sad. um but it is what it is, and I don't carry it with me anymore. There was a long time that I, even on my mom's birthday or when she passed away, I even had to cancel my books because I just cannot. I couldn't even go to work because um, I wasn't even allowed to grieve. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, and it is a cult. Unfortunately, it is a cult. And the way they see death and all of that, it's very disturbing, honestly. They believe that you will just go to paradise, that you stay, you when people die, you go in a deep sleep, and then you wait till Armageddon, and then that's when everyone gets woken up, and then that's when you'll probably see your loved ones, and then God decides if you will go to paradise or heaven, because according to them there's no hell, there's just like staying on earth and with the misery. Yeah, so my dad was like, well, you don't have to be sad, just focus on doing this, and you'll see your mom in paradise. And I was just a little girl, 10 years old, grieving, crying. um, but no grieving process, no psychology, no nothing, just read the Bible, and that's it. So the Bible was pretty much the sport in my house. Yeah. So I went to the church 3 times a week, and um, I had to read the Bible. I had to go preach door to door, okay, and in very poor areas of the city. I grew up very poor as well. Um, but very poor areas of the city, I saw things that kids shouldn't see while I was preaching. And yeah, but here I am. I made it, and I'm here to tell you all this story. And hopefully, I can connect with someone that maybe grew up the same way. Um, I know that Mormons are very similar. Um, you know, there's a lot of kids that grew up in very, very broken families. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, that I see you, that it's not fair. What happened to you is not fair. But I'm so proud of you for staying strong and staying here with us. And I'm happy you're even watching this, okay? So if you went through the same, something similar to what I went through, or if you lost your mom, or if you lost your dad very early on, or a sibling, someone that's very special to you, and it's just like it scarred you in a way, but also that pain, you made it into something better for yourself. I'm so proud of you. And even if you're not in that position of trying to figure out what to do with that pain, just know that it'll come to you. Um, but I understand your pain, and I'm here to show you that the only thing you can literally do is just get up, wake up each day, and get ready. Just get ready for the next day. Just get ready. You put your mirror, you pick your things. If you want to even make a YouTube channel, go ahead. But you have to just get up and get ready, because life continues. If you lost a very special someone, life continues. It's just like a game, like a video game. Your partner, you're playing with this other person, and they lose. You can't just like throw the remote out. You can't do that. You have to keep going. Even if it sucks, even if you have tears in your eyes, you have to keep going. Okay? You have to keep getting ready. So we are getting ready together, getting to know each other, because I want to get to know your story. I want to connect with you. So just comment below and let me know. Let me know your story. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know if there's a video you want me to make. That could answer anything that you're going through, because I would love to connect. I know this is also healing for me. So yeah, there's so much more to my story. I didn't want to go into it super deeply. I'm going to make another video to go into it and with more details. I'm also writing a book about it. But I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of who I am while I teach you how to curl your hair, okay? So we're going to let that set in. All right, so that's it. But yeah, that's how I grew up. I just grew up with my dad. I am from my mom and dad. It's only three of us, but overall, from my dad, we're nine kids, and I am the child number 8. Okay, and according to the stories, is that I wasn't even a planned baby. I was an oops baby, and my siblings always made fun of me, and they were like, "You're the oops baby," blah blah blah, whatever. But I am number 8 in my siblings, and yeah, it is 6 boys and 3 girls. My dad was a loosey loose, okay, and that's all I can say, I guess. So I think he had, I don't know how many. He married a few times. So overall, it's a total of like 4 women with 9 kids. Yeah. So I grew up pretty much with no attention, no emotional attention to me. Everyone was just competing for attention, I guess, and everyone was just surviving. So I grew up with a German Shepherd, and that was my bestie. And that was that. So yeah, it's kind of like I can relate to the only child. If you were an only child in your house, I usually get along with you, because that's pretty much how I feel, like an only child. Except my dad was too busy, because he remarried right after my mom passed away. uh 3 months later, 3 to 6 months later, he remarried, and the lady had three other kids, so he was too busy taking care of them. So I had to just like figure it out on my own. And yeah, so if you are an only child, I get how you feel. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm blessed. I don't want to. I did went through a lot of things, and I grew up super poor, but I am blessed to be alive, and the ability for me to be resilient and make all of that I went through into who I am today. I am married. I've been with my husband for over 5 years. I have a dog. I have two super cute black cats that I adore. I'm a homeowner, so although I went through all of those things, I was able to learn from it and make my life a better, something better, something that I wanted for my life. And I'm also currently 17 weeks pregnant. So, it's just, amazing. I went through all these things, but I was able to work through them, and I will eventually, I will give my family and my kid a better life. So, um, yeah, it's a little bit of my story. I will make another video, like I said, with saying more. Um, but yeah, so I finished doing my curls right now, and I'm just gonna finish it up with some more hairspray. Go. And I'm just going to put some drops on my hands, just a few drops. Okay. Drops of oil. But I mainly put them on my ends. I don't like to put them on my roots. My hair is not oily. I don't have oily hair at all. It's kind of on the dry side, normal to dry, more on the dry side. Um, so if you have oily hair, still put oil on your hair. I always put it on all of my oily clients because the more you skip oils, if you have oily hair, the more you skip oils, the more your scalp thinks, oh my God, I have to produce more. Like this girl, like it just goes on, like it panics. So you do want to help your sebum, your natural, your scalp. You want to help it produce oils. So you do. I can also make another video on that. But all right, so I got the oil in, and I'm just going to brush my hair. All right, there you have it. That's how I curl my hair. It's usually faster. I usually do it way faster. This time it took me over 30 minutes, but it's usually way faster than that. But because I'm recording, you know how it is. And we're getting to know each other. So yeah. So here we go. All right, and then I like to put one thing I'm gonna tell you something about before I leave. Um, it's about products. I'm not gonna talk about sadness of life. um, I'm gonna apply some dry shampoo. And something about dry shampoo that a lot of people don't know about is that dry shampoo is meant to be used when the hair is clean, not when it's dirty. Okay. So the reason why is because you want to apply the product, and as it gets dirty, it starts working. Okay. So you want to put it in now that it's nice and clean. Lift your hair and put it right at the root. And then you want to blend it in pretty good. I also put it all over my hair. Honestly, like I just do that. And you know what I love about it too is like, let's say that you're cooking or something, it'll also absorb the smell of the food. So it just creates a really good barrier for oils and, you know, like outside smell, whatever it is. It's just really good to finish up your hair with dry shampoo. Volume, it gives you volume. It's just awesome. Right? And there you go. This is how I curl my hair. And I hope you liked my very first video. Like I said, it's like all the feelings. I'm finally doing this, and I feel like I was born to do this, honestly. I think it's taken me too long to actually come out here and just express myself this way and show the world who I am. And my intention really is to help as many people as I can to not feel alone, to help them get ready and face the next day, because we want you here. You know, we need everyone alive and just showing up with a smile for, you know, each other. So um, yeah, I hope this video finds you well. And if you were in a sad mode or feeling lost or depressed, and you know, you just needed a pick me up, I hope I was able to help you pick yourself up and know that you're not alone, and that I love you, and I see your heart, and I am here to get you ready. Okay, so come get ready with me. All right, come get ready with me. And when I say come get ready with me, I'm telling you to come get ready with a hairstylist, because hairstylists, we love what we do. We love people and we love picking you up. Okay, so I am here representing the heart of a hairstylist, not just my heart, the heart of a hairstylist, the heart of the beauty industry. Um, and if it is just for you to get up and call your hairstylist and tell her, hey, can you just do a shampoo, shampoo my hair and wash it and blow dry it, something cheap, just get yourself there, just get up, get yourself to a salon, allow someone to pamper you, and know that you're not alone. Okay. And if you just don't have the money to do that, that's okay. You can just do it at home too. And here I am teaching you how to do it. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to sit in front of a mirror and look at yourself and understand that you're beautiful just the way you are, and that you're loved. I'm trying to hold back tears because I just know how that feels. Okay. So come on, get ready. Okay. Let's get ready. Tomorrow's another day. All right.